This is how the NBA's worst shooter outplayed everyone. In today's NBA, where even centers are expected to stretch the floor and knock down threes, being a poor shooter can seem like an obstacle. Yet, every so often, a player comes along who defies the norms. Someone who doesn't need to shoot well to dominate the game. Rajon Rondo was one such player. Over his 15-plus years in the NBA, Rondo has consistently been one of the league's worst shooters, with a career low of just 20% from three-point range and 37% from the free throw line. Despite these glaring weaknesses, especially for a guard, his journey from a defensive specialist and floor general to one of the most intelligent and impactful players in NBA history is a testament to the power of basketball IQ, vision, and leadership. To truly understand how Rondo became one of the league's most respected and effective players, we have to start from the very beginning. Rajon Pierre Rondo was born on February 22, 1986, in Louisville, Kentucky. Growing up, Rondo was more interested in football than basketball, but his mother, recognizing his potential, encouraged him to focus on the sport that would ultimately make him famous. Rondo's early basketball journey was marked by his exceptional quickness, court vision, and defensive prowess. Even as a young player, he had an innate ability to see plays develop before anyone else did. His ability to anticipate his opponent's moves and his knack for making the right pass at the right time became apparent early on. By the time he reached high school, Rondo was a standout on the court, known for his tenacity on defense and his ability to control the pace of the game. He attended Oak Hill Academy, a school known for producing NBA talent, where he averaged 21 points, 12 assists, and 5 rebounds per game as a senior, despite his shooting woes. Rondo's jumper was never his strong suit, and this limitation made many scouts and coaches question his potential as an elite NBA point guard. In a league where guards are expected to be scoring threats from anywhere on the court, Rondo's lack of shooting ability seemed like a fatal flaw. Even as he developed other parts of his game, his shooting remained a persistent issue, with defenders routinely sagging off him and daring him to shoot. But Rondo's limitations also fueled his desire to master other aspects of the game. While other players focused on improving their shooting percentages, Rondo became a student of the game, immersing himself in film study, learning opponents' tendencies, and honing his playmaking and defensive skills. This dedication would soon set him apart from his peers. By the time he entered the NBA, Rondo had developed a reputation as a defensive stopper and a brilliant passer. He wasn't just playing the game, he was thinking it, outmaneuvering opponents with his mind as much as with his body. Rondo's ability to read defenses and make quick decisions became the cornerstone of his game, allowing him to thrive despite his shooting struggles. Rondo's college career at the University of Kentucky showcased his unique skill set. He quickly established himself as one of the best defenders and playmakers in college basketball, despite his continued struggles with shooting. At Kentucky, Rondo averaged 11.2 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game in his sophomore year, but shot just 27% from three and 57% from the free throw line. His ability to control the tempo of the game, find open teammates, and disrupt opponents on defense made him an intriguing NBA prospect. Despite the concerns about his shooting, Rondo's impact on the defensive end was undeniable. He set the Kentucky single-season record for steals with 87 in his freshman year and led the SEC in assists. His college career wasn't defined by scoring, but by the ways he could influence the game without putting the ball in the basket. This meant he was possibly ready for the big leagues.
With the 21st pick In the 2006 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Rajon Rondo from the University of Kentucky.
In the 2006 NBA Draft, Rondo was selected 21st overall by the Phoenix Suns, only to be traded immediately to the Boston Celtics. For Rondo, Boston was the perfect place to develop his game. He joined a team with championship aspirations, featuring stars like Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. As the team's young point guard, Rondo was tasked with running the offense and distributing the ball to 3 future Hall of Famers. A daunting task for any player, let alone a rookie. But Rondo thrived in this environment, where his primary role was to facilitate and defend, rather than score. He didn't need to be a shooter, he needed to be a leader, and that's exactly what he became. During his rookie season, Rondo showed flashes of his potential, particularly on defense, where he averaged 1.6 steals per game in just 23.5 minutes of play. By his second season, Rondo was already establishing himself as one of the best young point guards in the league, averaging 10.6 points, 5.1 assists, and 4.2 rebounds per game, while also finishing in the top 10 in the NBA in steals per game. His ability to impact the game in multiple ways, whether it was setting up a teammate, grabbing a key rebound, or locking down an opponent, made him invaluable to the Celtics. But Rondo's shooting, or lack thereof, remained a constant criticism. Defenders would sag off him, daring him to shoot, knowing that it was the weakest part of his game. In the 2007-08 season, Rondo shot just 26.3% from 3 and 61.1% from the free throw line, giving opponents little reason to respect his jumper. Rather than be discouraged, Rondo used this to his advantage, creating space for his teammates and driving into the paint to either score at the rim or find an open shooter. His ability to read defenses and make the right decision became his calling card, and his basketball IQ was off the charts. Despite his shooting woes, Rondo was able to exploit the space given to him by defenses, using it as an opportunity to break down opponents and create scoring opportunities for his teammates. As Rondo's career progressed, so did his role on the Celtics. He went from being the team's 4th option to becoming its primary playmaker and one of the most important players on the roster. In the 2007-08 season, Rondo played a crucial role in leading the Celtics to the NBA championship, defeating the Los Angeles Lakers in 6 games. Rondo averaged 10.2 points, 6.6 assists, and 4.1 rebounds per game during the playoffs. But it was his defense on Kobe Bryant and his ability to orchestrate the offense that were key factors in the Celtics' victory. Despite his shooting limitations, Rondo's contributions in the finals were invaluable, as he controlled the tempo and made key plays in crucial moments. His performance in Game 6 of the finals, where he recorded 21 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 6 steals, solidified his place as a rising star in the league. By this point, Rondo had established himself as one of the best point guards in the league, despite his shooting struggles. His ability to control games with his passing, defense, and leadership made him one of the most feared floor generals in the NBA. Between 2008 and 2012, Rondo led the league in assists per game twice, averaging a career-high 11.7 assists in the 2011-12 season. His ability to find teammates in scoring positions, even when opponents knew he wasn't a threat to shoot, was remarkable. Rondo's defense also remained elite, as he consistently ranked among the league leaders in steals, using his quick hands and instincts to disrupt opposing offenses. But Rondo's journey wasn't without its challenges. His fiery personality and competitive nature sometimes led to clashes with coaches and teammates. He was known for his strong-willed approach and was never afraid to speak his mind, even if it caused tension in the locker room. These off-court issues, combined with his shooting limitations, led some to question whether Rondo could be the leader of a championship team. In 2013, Rondo tore his ACL, a devastating injury that sidelined him for nearly a year and raised further doubts about his future. His return to the court was met with mixed results as he struggled to regain his pre-injury form, particularly in terms of explosiveness and confidence in his shot. Yet, Rondo remained undeterred, continuing to contribute in the ways he always had, by outsmarting his opponents and making his teammates better. Despite these criticisms, Rondo's impact on the game was undeniable. His ability to elevate his play in the postseason earned him the nickname Playoff Rondo, as he consistently delivered in the biggest moments. His performances in the playoffs, especially with the Celtics, were filled with unforgettable moments, triple-doubles, game-winning plays, and lockdown defense against some of the best players in the world. In the 2010 playoffs, Rondo averaged 15.8 points, 9.3 assists, and 5.6 rebounds per game, including a memorable 29-point, 18-rebound, 13-assist triple-double in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. This game became a defining moment in Rondo's career, showcasing his ability to take over a game without relying on his shooting. Rondo's time in Boston came to an end in 2014, but his career was far from over. He would go on to play for several other teams, including the Dallas Mavericks, Sacramento Kings, Chicago Bulls, and New Orleans Pelicans, always bringing his unique brand of basketball to each team. In 2020, Rondo added another championship to his resume, this time with the Los Angeles Lakers, proving once again that his basketball IQ, leadership, and playmaking abilities could make a difference on the biggest stage, even late in his career. During the Lakers' 2020 championship run, Rondo averaged 8.9 points, 6.6 assists, and 4.3 rebounds per game in the playoffs, including a 19-point performance in Game 6 of the NBA Finals against the Miami Heat. His leadership and experience were instrumental in helping the Lakers secure their 17th championship, further cementing Rondo's legacy as a winner. Today, Rondo is celebrated as one of the smartest players to ever step on the court. He went on to be a 4-time All-Star, a 2-time All-NBA selection, a 4-time All-Defensive Team member, a 2-time NBA champion, and a future Hall of Famer. Rondo's legacy is a testament to the idea that intelligence, heart, and a deep understanding of the game can overcome even the most glaring flaws. And someone else who had a flaw in athleticism showed that wasn't going to stop him.